Hey, yeah, what's up? This disciple Marshall Currents reign back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and anybody with them. Yeah, yeah. So this message is going to be um, for those that are in the Mexican community. That has been a problem for me for about the past 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it how it really went down. You know, so I was in California in 2014, right? Okay. This Mexican dude, I'm off of Pedro in LA, downtown Skid Row, off of Pedro, behind the Midnight Mission, back behind it, like maybe like 2 or 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe four. And so it's this little gate area on the sidewalk where homeless people hang out. So because I was homeless there, I befriended a lot of homeless people. So I'm sitting like on the sidewalk near this gate, and this Mexican guy that owns this store is walking with his son. Remind you, I just came from New York, a very busy place. Me being here, I adapted very quick, almost 10 years ago, to my surround, like to how they move. So I'm very darty. You know what I'm saying? Looking here, looking there, everywhere. That's how people move here in New York. In California, people are baked by the sun. This is no disrespect. And they kind of move around slowly, look around slowly. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but on the average, besides the street culture, people are just like heavy laden with the sun for one thing. So they just kind of just like more slower. In my opinion, New Yorkers are faster than people from Los Angeles. Okay, so I'm chilling, like I said, 4 to 5 blocks behind the Midnight Mission, the Midnight Homeless Shelter. I'm like behind it. It's like so at the face of it, I'm blocked. So if as far as the entry goes, I'm 4 or 5 blocks behind it, chilling behind it on the right side of the street. So basically, when you come out the entry of the mission, you bust a right, and I'm all the way down the block on the same side, 4 blocks, near this fence with us on the sidewalk. So on the other side of the street, on the other side of the street, where you would have the liquor store and everything, 4 blocks up, like I said, 4 blocks behind the mission. This Mexican dude got his kid, and he's like walking with he looks like he's the owner of a store across the street. So we just sitting there, you know what I'm saying, being normal, doing nothing. Now I don't know if this was people that the police sent to set up a test to see how I respond or whatever. I don't know if it was that or not. But I think maybe so, because I just was being normal. If somebody comes into your vicinity and you're sitting down, what are you gonna do? You're gonna not look at somebody? I don't have any fear in my heart. Let me say that again. I don't have any fear in my heart. So if I'm going to acknowledge people around me, but for some reason, this man, his whole body language changed. Like when I looked at him, and I'm just normally looking at him. Like, I'm not afraid of people. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a retarded move, a stupid move, or nothing. I acknowledge people. I think it's retarded to not acknowledge people. Yeah, I acknowledge people around me. I don't turn no blind eye to people. Do I stare at people? That's a whole different situation. He was offended that we were acknowledging him, I guess, as homeless people. Like, who are you looking at? Like, why are you looking at me? You're homeless. Why are you looking at me and my son? So that's the way he took it. And I turned my head and looked again. Dude, I'm gonna look. Ain't nothing wrong with me looking. So that's how he responded. So I think either he was sent by the police, somebody, you know, communicating with Los Angeles about something from somewhere else. This was 2014, so it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But it just was a weird response. So when I left there, I noticed like this white guy that's probably about like 6'2" or 3", like speedily walked past me, and I had been in Los Angeles long enough that was weird. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the shelter, you know what I'm saying, and things gets really weird. This Mexican store owner sent people through 3 people to beat me up inside the shelter because I looked at him and his son. He sent 3 people to try to beat me up because I acknowledged him and his son. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing weird, nothing in my heart. I know my mind, I know my heart, I know my soul. You know what I'm saying? That's retarded. You know what I'm saying? So he took offense like we were some weird, like I was some weirdo looking at his child or something. That's how I take it. That's how it looked. Maybe he was thinking I was looking at him funny or strange, but whatever the case may be, he sent people to the shelter driving by and everything. Like, yeah, the whole night. 2 women, a woman and 2 men standing outside the shelter talking about, you don't deserve to live. So this is when I knew that's what that was, because I'm like, oh, really? Like, these dudes tripping off something off of nothing? So that's how that happened. So I say all that to say this. I think after that happened and I left, he's a store owner. This man makes thousands and thousands of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. He got enough to pay somebody a little bit to take a little bus trip and see where I'm going, and kind of, he's an older guy, so he may have kept this going depending on how evil his mind was. You know what I'm saying? So what I believe is either he was with the authorities, some weirdo authorities that my brother provoked, telling them I was some sex weirdo, telling the police that, in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that Mexican man was part of information sent from Charlotte to New York to Los Angeles against me. You know what I'm saying? To Los Angeles, so that this man was challenging to see, using his son as like some bait to try to see how I respond. So when I looked at him, he thought what they was talking about was true. That's one of my beliefs. Or it just may have been a person that just was racist towards homeless people, prejudiced towards homeless people, and racist towards black people. Remind you, Los Angeles is still going through black and Mexican wars at this time. That's what I was informed of. So whatever the case may be, man, I think some kind of situation, he informed somebody in politics that something weird was about me. And so they, to me, are part of why I have went through these crazy politics. So I say all that for the setup to say, man, first of all, Mexican people ain't got no business trying to talk about sexual deviance when they got donkeys. They having sex with donkeys down in Mexico. How you gonna talk about bestiality or any dogs, people having sex with dogs? You got a whole Mexican culture to have sex with donkeys. Donkeys. Stinking donkeys, man. At Mexican bars. You mad at me or you mad at the truth? Huh? Go look it up. See, a lot of y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because they walk around here like people, like I'm going to be 100 on this when I say this. This is not everybody, but they be cuffing their children like somebody's looking at their children. Like you think somebody wants your child in this sexual way, man. That's the vibe I get, man. I'm just saying, that's the vibe I get, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And that's retarded to me, you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this, man. Out of all groups of people, I don't feel like they have the integrity to be around here witch hunting anybody as far as pedophilia when they got a whole culture to have sex with donkeys. That's nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's nastier than being with other animals. That's pretty funky, man. and they look at it for entertainment. Their men and their women look at a donkey having sex with a woman while they drinking and watching that in front of them. That's pretty nasty, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying all that to say, man, you not fooling me. I know the culture. You know what I'm saying? What they do is they handle their own situations that they have problems with. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, man. It's not about outing somebody or trying to, in this situation, it's about check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Realize where your lane is at. Realize what you really do. And know that I know what you do. I know what you do. You having sex with, and that's for America. Sitting up acting like bestiality is some weird stuff when Mexicans have a whole culture having with bestiality. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's the other punchline. America, you need to go down to Mexico and see how people are really having sex with animals with no problem. While you trying to insinuate people doing bestiality, they are openly doing it at bars, drinking. Nah, I just gotta check you because some of y'all, man, even poor, homeless, famous and stuff, you try to demonize people that, may have done something maybe as a kid or something with an animal. I mean, if you look at the American movie, I don't see how Americans do it. Because if you look at Cruel Intentions, that movie, it talks about where it shows this young woman in the movie Cruel Intentions. It's in America. The girl says to her friend in the movie in one of the scenes, "Here, look," and the white girl lets the dog lick her vagina. She lets the dog lick her vagina. So while you're trying to act like it's so abnormal, these crazy people, they try to make this folklore around people that do this, like they're some weird Freddy Krueger. Man, the Freddy Krueger character, fool. You got people down in Mexico having sex with donkeys. You got an American movie that is a classic, Cruel Intentions, that's showing a girl letting a dog eat her vagina out. I'm just being real. This ain't no abnormal stuff. So for people that try to insinuate that's what you need to know about your culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people in these culture are having sex with dogs. Y'all try to act like it's abnormal. You go online, you can find bestiality as a part of porn, a whole porn category. Yeah, I don't let people play me like it's something funny or weird or strange or something. If in that case it's something weird and like some Freddy Krueger stuff. Man, they got like I said, a whole culture down in Mexico having sex with donkeys. That's disgusting. Can you imagine the smell of that and the semen and oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying. And it's time to stop playing these games with sexuality and acting like people are doing weird stuff, man, when you have a whole culture down in Mexico having sex with donkeys, man. I'm just saying, bruh. It's a culture. It's not no folklore. It's a culture. You know what I'm saying? So for Mexicans to come out and play games when you are sexually deviant with animals is besides me. Don't try to check me when you got a whole culture that's having sex with donkeys. That's all I'm saying. Y'all having sex with donkeys and you trying to check me? No, go check your culture down there having sex in bars with donkeys and the people that's sitting there watching and drinking. See, yeah. It's time for stuff to come to the light, man. You know what I'm saying? So for people to try to insinuate with their dogs, people try to come around you. It's a crazy psycho culture that will come around you and try to see, like, if that's a word that, this person might be a sexual deviant. Let's see how they interact with animals, or if they heard something, they'll try to insinuate that with their pets. I'm aware of this. You'll see. Bring animals around you and to see how you respond. Try to see your energy. Try to use psychics and telepaths. Bruh, your whole culture, as far as Mexicans go, okay, your whole culture got a whole donkey culture having sex with women. America, you got a blockbuster called Cruel Intention that the whole American community embraced, where a girl gets her vagina licked by a dog in the video, in the movie. Yeah, everybody remember that? Yeah, so what you trying to insinuate? When you got a whole culture, when you got porn sites that got bestiality on it. I mean, what are we talking about here? You can't make me strange. That's all I'm saying. You can't make me strange. I'm saying whether you think it is, whatever concerning any kind of to be real, any kind of sexual deviant stuff, you can't sit up and try to make it demonize anyone when all this stuff is actually going on. That's all I'm saying. I mean, so it's just so. So I mean, that's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans don't have no business in nobody's face trying to see if somebody is sexual deviant when your culture has sex with donkeys. That's all I'm saying. We know this is true. They say, yeah, this is very true. This is very true. Okay? So all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, don't be in my face when you know what your culture is about. Don't be in my face at all. Okay? Because you're not dealing with no ignorant man. I'm aware of all the things you do. As far as humanity. There ain't nobody here with no spotless linen garments on. That's what I'm saying. Y'all sitting up here acting like y'all saints and stuff. And you got a whole culture down there having sex with donkeys. You thinking you thorough, you more thorough than me. Okay. You keep believing that. You keep believing that while you got a whole culture having sex with donkeys. I look them right in the face. I look some Mexicans right in the face. What you talking about? Because I know all them kids that y'all having, somebody doing something. Oh, come on, man. Because humans are just unclean, imperfect, plagued by filth. Somebody, might not be everybody. All them kids, ain't nobody doing nothing. No, I'm telling you what they're doing. They're handling it on their own. They're not going to the police stations because the police stations is going to out the situation to the news. So what they do is they handle it in their own community, just to save their reputation. Yeah, come on, man. I know I'm right. I don't need to know the perspective. I don't need to know how the people are. All I need to know is you're having kids at a rapid rate, and I know some kind of demonic activity is going on. Something. So then you don't have the right to be sitting up playing around me in my neighborhood. When I'm walking down the street, you don't have no business doing that. When you got a whole culture that's having sex with donkeys. Yeah. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. Okay? White people, y'all got Cruel Intentions, the American movie, showing a girl getting her vagina ate out. As a kid, that's what she was doing. This was not bleeped out necessarily in the movie. It wasn't long when it happened, but it happened. That gesture was was allowed to the entire American community. So it's a part of your culture, some would say. You allowed it. No one did nothing about it. That was a big movie. Yeah. So what they talking about? I mean, even my ex-wife told me when she was young, she let a dog eat her vagina out. I'm just telling you. It happens. It happens. Okay? It happens. Okay? I wasn't there when she was young. I had nothing to do with that. I'm just letting you know. Okay? So while you sitting up trying to make me and other people a sexual deviants, I was married to a woman who allowed, when she was younger, allowed a dog to lick her vagina. She told me that. She allowed it to happen. She's from America, right here in America. Okay? I'm just saying to you guys, letting you know how things really are, how the culture really is. I'm not trying to destroy anybody. I'm just letting you know it's, as far as bestiality, it's a lot more normal than you are trying to portray it to be. It happens a lot more than you're trying to act like it really is. It ain't nobody I'm not gonna allow you to try to demonize me when I know you got a whole culture in Mexico and a blockbuster movie that's showing bestiality. And I mean, you probably can dig deeper. I probably should have Googled it because I'm sure there's a lot more in the culture that insinuates bestiality. This is important, man, because there's some crazy nut people that need their brains blowed out with a 12 gauge that goes around insinuating bestiality on people and insinuating it and spreading these things, and they really don't know the interpretation of how things may have happened. You know what I'm saying? And they got a whole culture doing it in Mexico, and they got a blockbuster movie here in America showing bestiality, showing a girl getting her vagina eaten out. Showing a girl getting her vagina eaten out in an American movie. It's normal. Let's put it like this. It happens on the average in humanity here in America, and it happens in Mexico as a culture. No, you have to say this, man, because people play goofy games. They play goofy games like you're some weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, they got whole cultures in the world that's doing these things. I'm not finna let somebody play with me like I'm some weirdo, thinking I'm some weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And just going taking it as far as they can, and however, no, I'm gonna show you a culture. I'm gonna show you what it is. I'm gonna show you how normal it is. When it comes to bestiality, I mean, yeah, and pedophilia. I'm gonna show you how normal it is. You got 40 states that allows children to have sex in America. You got 40 states that allow children to have sex in America. Children are having sex in 40 states in America. Man, you ain't got no room to be trying to talk about no pedophilia, bruh. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily trying to out people per se. I'm showing you how normal it is. Why you trying to demonize people? Because I'm more on the side of people that, you know what I'm saying, you don't really know. They got little bits and pieces, but they trying to put you together like you some Freddy Krueger character. Nah. Every person has a sexual history. Every child has a sexual history. And I would not let people, I stand up for people like that. Because you don't know what made them start doing that. They may have got turned out and just felt that was normal. Somebody did it to them. They felt it was normal. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to demonize this person like they some serial pedophile. Nah, And they done got turned out? No. I stand up for people like that. I stand up for people like that. Because your American culture is all on black people. all on R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, and 66% of registered sex offenders are white people. 66%, no, it's 72% now. 72% of registered sex offenders are white people. Who are you? I mean, who FBI? Who are you? Who are you trying to witch hunt? Who the American culture is trying to witch hunt as far as black people? In far as famous black people, how you gonna try to witch hunt some people? You got 72, or act like it's something strange in your neighborhood when you got 72% of registered sex offenders that's white that is white in your neighborhood. Yeah, 72% of the registered sex offenders are white in your neighborhood. And these people on TV acting like something strange going on. And 72% of registered sex offenders make up your tribe, white, as far as white America, your tribe makes up 72% of registered sex offenders in America. Come on, man. All I'm saying is, man, keep it 100, man. Keep it funky. Keep it 100%, bruh. Don't be trying to act like it's some strange thing, trying to drag people through the mud, and you got 72%. Your tribe, the white America, makes up 72% of the registered sex offenders. That's registered sex offenders. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep this 100. Let's keep this real in reality, what it is. You bugged out because y'all doing that. You think everybody doing it because you doing it. You think everybody think like that because you're seeing it in your community. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, but Mexican people having sex with donkeys, man.